Free audio post-production by Alphonic.com.
There's something funny about learning a focus from a life that looked completely unfocused from the outside. For 10 years, I lived on the road. 10 years of moving, 10 years of changing scenery, 10 years of not really knowing where I'd be every day. Most people hear that and assume it must have been distracting, chaotic, directionless. But van life taught me something I never expected. Focus isn't intensity, it's direction. When you lived on the road, everything gets bigger. The sky gets bigger, the land gets bigger, the distance between where you are and where you're going gets bigger. You stop looking at life one day at a time. You start looking at the horizon. You start looking at the map. You start asking different questions, not what do I need to do today, but where am I actually heading? That's when I realized focus isn't a spotlight, it's a compass. A spotlight helps you see one thing, a compass helps you move toward the right thing. And that's a very different kind of focus. But van life taught me the opposite lesson too, because for all the freedom, the adventure, and the wide open spaces, the day-to-day was incredibly practical. Where am I parking tonight? Where do I get water? Where do I shower? Is this place safe? You can't spend all day thinking about your 5-year plan when you're trying to figure out where you're sleeping that night. So the road taught me something else. Focus isn't always about the horizon. Sometimes it's about the next right step, the next turn, the next breath. And over time, I started noticing a rhythm. Zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. Look at the whole map, then look at the next mile. Think about the future, then pay attention to what's right in front of you. Some of my clearest thoughts happened after the engine was off. No destination, no schedule, just silence. The kind of silence that's so big that it almost feels like a place. And in those moments, I learned something I had been getting wrong for years. Focus isn't pressure, it's presence. It's not forcing your attention onto something. It's removing everything that doesn't belong. Just this moment, just this breath, just this mile of road. Of course, not every day was peaceful. There were days I was tired, days I didn't want to drive, days I didn't want to figure anything out, days I didn't want to be alone. And those days taught me something too. Focus isn't motivation, it's honesty. It's being honest about what you have the energy for. It's accepting where you are instead of fighting for where you are. It's taking the smallest possible step when that's all you got. Looking back, I think that's the real lesson. Focus isn't a personality trait. It's a discipline. It's not perfection. It's a rhythm, a way of moving through the world, knowing when to look at the horizon, knowing when to look at the next step, knowing when to zoom out, and knowing when to zoom in. The road taught me both. And even though I'm no longer living that life, it's still how I move through this one.